Thanks for stopping into my lesson on One Day by Logic featuring Ryan Tedder. Really cool beat in this song. I went ahead and just tried to figure out the most simplified way to play the chords and the melody for you to make it easier for you to learn. All you need is a capo on your 3rd fret to keep you in the key. And also I just wanted you to check out the description for some links. I've got some really cool stuff down there for you. Let's go ahead and get started on this lesson. So the first thing let's look at are the chords. The intro chords are basically you're going to play a D shape, D over F sharp, G to a C. You could even try a C7 if you want. That sounds kind of cool in this song, kind of bluesy. So for the D, you're just going to put your, relative to the capo, you're just going to put your index finger on the 2nd fret of the G, your middle finger, 2nd fret of the high E, ring finger, 3rd fret of the B. And I like to focus my strum from the D string down. And then you're going to take your thumb. Now, if this is a new chord for you, it's a good one to learn. I know it's kind of tough for some people with smaller hands, but if you take your thumb, you put it over the top, and you push down that 2nd fret of the low E string. That's a D over F sharp, and it's a really useful chord, so it's worth trying to learn that one. So for the next chord, you're going to play a G. So your ring finger can kind of stay where it is and work as a pivot. Your ring finger can kind of stay there on that 3rd fret of the B string. Your index finger is going to come up here to 2nd fret of the A, middle finger 3rd fret of the E, and pinky right underneath your ring finger on the 3rd fret of the high E. So that's your G chord, alright? Now moving from that G chord to the C, what I like to play is a standard C in this song. So your index finger is going to jump way down here to the 1st fret of the B, your middle finger, 2nd fret of the D, and your ring finger, 3rd fret of the A. And I like to focus my strum from the A string where you're holding with your ring finger. And then if you want to try that C7, you're welcome to. You can add your pinky here on the 3rd fret of the G. That gives you C7. But I like to use C. So to keep this really simple, what you can do is just kind of focus on down strums for the strum pattern, just kind of like that. And what you're going to do is start on that D. So you go D, D over F sharp, G, C, a little slower, I'll do this, D, D over F sharp, G, C, Alright, so that's the rhythm. Let's go ahead and take a look at that little melody that Ryan Tedder is singing. So what you're going to do is start with your middle finger on the 3rd fret relative to the capo. I'm going to go ahead and just refer to the frets by their actual numbers at this point for the melody, just to make it more simplified. So that is actually 6th fret, so I'm going to refer to it as 6th fret. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our middle finger on 6th fret, then your index finger is going to jump on, so 6th fret of the B string, then your index finger is going to jump on 5th fret of the high E. So that's the first 2 notes of the melody. Then middle finger jumps up to 6th fret of the high E. And then finally pinky on the 8th fret of the high E. Then it walks back down to open E. So we've got and finally back to that starting note. Okay, so that whole little piece there. Okay, and the second part of the melody is pretty much the same with a slight difference. So that was just that 5th fret of the G to 5th fret of the high E. So that's that little difference. So the first part, second part, okay, and then the third part of the riff is the same as the first part. Okay, and now this is where things get a little tricky. So that was so. So that right there, that's 7th fret of the G, right there, okay? And then the last part, so the last part one more time, open E, so the whole melody really slow. So the thing to remember with that very last part is it's a little tricky with the open E and the 7th fret of the G right there. I hope this helps you get a good start on this song. Don't forget to subscribe, leave me a comment for a request, and I'll see you on the next video.